Happy Thursday, my Jesticles. We're back. It is that day. We're doing the thing. We're here. Welcome, welcome, and as usual, it is time to wiggle fingers. I am going to be going over cap drills today. It's been a while since I kind of recapped all of those. I have 18 of them in a playlist of drills and scales, but recently someone mentioned something about scales in the Glover's Lounge, and so I figured, maybe people want to help me, or maybe people want help with their drilling. So that's what we're doing today. Let us begin. So the first cap drill, actually, let's get our gloves ready. Had to charge them because, as usual, Dave comes in clutch with the please charge your gloves text an hour before the stream, like a champion. I think he's got it automated. I'm fairly certain he's got that automated. Absolute champ, though, for sure. MVP status. I'm gonna share the stream a couple more times quick. You guys should too, if you don't mind. Drop the stream in your favorite Discord group or whatever. Or, Glover's Lounge. Glover's Lounge would be cool too. Oh, we got Wrench in the chat. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, buddy? No automation, just have a weekly alarm. Then you know what? Then you really are the G, because he sends that text out like it is automated, but it's him doing it. It's crazy. Love that. Big chillin'. How was your weekend? My weekend was good. I did a lot of things. It was actually kind of a spitfire of a weekend. It's already Thursday, so it's been quite the week. Let's see, what did we do? Oh, you said week, not weekend, so that makes a lot more sense actually. Let's see, Monday. Let's see. Yesterday I had 2 different drilling sessions with 2 different people. And one of them we got a really cool fight choreo posted. So if you haven't watched that, go watch the fight choreo. That was good. Another one of my friends, Sean, who is helping me with my performing career by basically being my performance pimp, more or less, finding me gigs and helping me, sell myself more or less. He's drilling some stuff. He's trying to learn some contact moves from me. He's also interested in learning how to do fight choreo stuff, because we wanna eventually sell lightsaber fight shows. That'd be fun. I didn't know you made more. Yeah, we're trying to do something weekly. So the goal for the next year is to get 2, 3, maybe 4 people in this area, in my area, Dallas Fort Worth. So if you're in this area and have a lightsaber and are interested in choreography, hit me up. The interest is to get a group of people together who are interested in fight choreography to meet weekly or even twice weekly in order to drill choreography, record little fight snippets, and eventually make a fan film submission for Saber Comp, which is a yearly video competition that blends lightsaber choreography, VFX, as well as cinematography into a challenge. And yeah, that's the goal, is to get involved in that. So that's where we're at. Didn't know you landed in Dallas. It's not exactly Dallas. We're outside of Fort Worth. But I'm not going to exactly completely dox myself on a live stream right now. I mean, it's not like I'm really keep my place or my whereabouts hidden too much, and I'm not really that scared if anyone wants to pull up, but like either way, it's not that safe to do that. But yeah, so DFW area, if you're in this area within a 30-minute drive to the cities, then you're probably in reasonable range to do lightsaber activities with the rest of us. So that's what's up. That's the plan. That's the goings on. The girlfriend is a little more soft, but not by much. Well, come down and visit. Seems like a good excuse. I wish I could say we have a couch for you, but unfortunately, the couch that we have is mostly for our cat. It's not a very big couch. But still. Smash that like button for the cat if you want a cat reveal. Always remember you could drop cat reveal in the chat if you want to see the cat. He's eepy-seepy right now. The missile is very tired. The missile is eepy. Oh, we got cat reveal in the chat. That's your job. You gotta bring him over here. Oh, he's seepy apparently. Oh, we can wait. Okay, he's seeping. All right, well, let's get into some cap drills. Caps stand for continuous action patterns. Caps are basically scales that end where they begin, so that you can drill them into infinity. And if you're not familiar with my cap drill playlist, I have 18 of them ready for your viewing pleasure. And some of them are some of the best videos I've posted in terms of engagement, and some of them are the worst videos I've ever posted in terms of engagement. So the question is should I really make more of these? Is it worth it to make more of these? Do you guys want more of these? Well, let me know. It's worth it to me, Bio says. Bio, you're the MVP. So, all right. What? I need to be able to see myself. All right. So, cap drill number 1. I'm gonna actually light on or light off. That's the question. I could do this. And that might help. Yeah. So now you can see it, but you can still see the lights and you can still see me. I think we're going to go with that for now. Okay, so cap drill number 1. The first cap drill I ever made was the platforms drill, which is where you take Puppet's idea of making a shape and making a platform for that shape to either sit on top of or below of. And that's what we're working with here, is this tut position and this compression position, and putting these two moves together. That one fucks me up. I've been drilling that one the past week. That's very serendipitous that we're starting at the beginning then, isn't it? So we are going to take this hand position where our pointer finger is outstretched like so. We're going to put that pointer finger at the base of the other pointer finger and the rest of the grouping like so. It's like this, or like this, or like this, depending on your perspective, which is something we could talk about later. Perspective is key. So the drill goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And see how it ends exactly where we started by counting to 8 counts? So there's 8 moves on each side, and it gets you back, or 16 moves, essentially, a 16 count that gets you back to where you started. And the very interesting thing about this is you'll notice symmetry in hand positions. So you can do it like I described before, or you could do it backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was exactly what I meant to do, but still counts. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could do 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what you're doing is digiting these two at the same time as compressing. Digit, compress, digit, compress. At the same time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go through the whole loop again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, I did it wrong. Ha. let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it ends where we start. But if we want to start right here, we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Wait, what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what's interesting about all of these cap drills, is you will eventually get to the point where if you notice the symmetry of a technique, this is a perfect example of one. If you notice the symmetry of a technique, you can do the technique backwards or upside down. In this case, upside down. So we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 count still. From here or here starting. Again, this time your pinky is outstretched while you have a tuck position flat down. And while you're compressing these fingers, these two fingers are digiting back and forth. And of course, you'll notice there's variation within the variations. So that's where doing the math and drilling all this stuff comes into play. You can sit down and think about it. You can sit down to think about a couple of different ways of doing it. So that's a good way to start. We'll go one more time on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can do it like that without counting that extra step. But if you count that step, obviously there's different ways to think about doing this. Now, here's where the fun begins. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's different ways to do everything. There's perspective, there's different planes, there's a lot of ways to take these movements, make them your own, and put them into different combinations and patterns. So let's look at number 2. The pyramid cluster. Number 2 is the pyramid cluster. What a good one. What a solid one. All right, pyramid cluster looks like this, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to make pinky and thumbs touch and pointers and rings touch so that your middle finger is just kind of sticking up there by itself. No offense to anyone. Then you're going to do the same thing except different. You're going to take your thumb and your pinky and put it together with your other thumb and your other pinky. Then you're going to take your ring finger and put it together with the 2. So you got 2 here, they'll go with the bottom 2. You got 1 with the ring finger that goes with the 2 in the middle, and then your blues go together, or your middle fingers go together, and your pointer finger sits at top. So you have yourself a nice little pyramid. Pyramid. And they said only the aliens could build these. I mean, these are alien gang signs, and this is a pyramid, so maybe that is true. I don't know. You guys tell me. So, you can split them apart this way. Split them apart this way. You can also split them apart this way. Those splits are the core of the cap drill that we are about to do. So, splits. Do the splits. How you're going to do this is you're going to start by noticing what hand positions you've got, creating this magnificent clusterfuck. For starters, one of your hands is making a fingers crossed with the thumb touching the ringer and the pinker in the middle, in the center here. The other hand is doing a 4-stack with the thumb just doing its own thing out there, right? So those two connected by the thumb attaching to the fingers cross. Get used to extending these open and closing them out. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. You can extend them open, close them out. That's on one side. Now, step 2 is mirroring one of those two things, whichever one is easier to start with. You're obviously going to want to drill the one that's not easier more, but if this one's easier, then mirror that one. And then put your hand that just was mirrored into the other position. Like that. And then close. Open, mirror, switch, connect, close. Open, mirror, switch, connect, close. Open. Clearly Jest is from Alpha Centauri. No, I'm from Sigma Centauri. No, I don't know if that's a joke you guys get, but that's fine. Forget I said that. Open, close, open, mirror, switch, close. Open, mirror, switch, close. So that's the first way to do it. Here's the second way to do it, right? Okay, so what is even happening here? It is morphing into each other. What does that mean? So first of all, get used to mirroring and then switching, mirroring and then switching at the exact same time. But the second part of that then is opening to the second direction. So we only did this direction so far, right? Mirror, switch, switch, mirror, switch, mirror, switch, mirror, switch, mirror, switch. What we didn't do was open the hard way. Because there's two ways to do the pyramid cluster. There is the easy way, and there is the hard way. The hard way consists of this hand position, which is very similar to the other one, but instead of fingers crossed, it's fingers pieced. Can you show us the hot dog move? I'm like, bro, you can go glizz yourself. We ain't getting sucked on. What's the hot dog move? Do you have a hot dog move? Am I missing something? We're not getting sucked on today. So this is the first position. This is the second position, which is again very similar to the 4-piece, but instead the pointer finger is just over and attached to the thumb. So we got 3 and 2. We got 1, 1, 2, 1. Get used to closing and opening like that. He's out here itching for the sug. Bro, they're trying to get me. My ops are scheming. All right. So open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. So how this works is open, mirror, close. Open, mirror, close. Or open, open, mirror, switch. So what'll happen when you pick a direction, I don't know if this makes sense. If you pick a direction to open and close. So if you're gonna start open from this side, close it, and then open it on the other side. Every time you do that and switch over to the other side, it will cycle through to the next way of doing the hand positions. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it cycles through. Number 1 light show op. JJ the jet plane shooting us all down. Bro. He's from the Sugandhi's military. He's got those X-10 missiles ready to blow us all up with the Sug. All right, so that is cap number 2. Tell me why I started with some of the hardest cap drills in this series, so that people would end up watching the easy ones and go back to the hard ones, probably. Number 3 is the step machine. Oh, this is a classic. This is a classic. Step machine. All right, so step machine consists of like 32 steps. But this is why it's so fun, because it's like a gear box sequence. So the positions that you're going to need to be on, need to understand, or need to be in are this position and this position. I think. Yes. Okay, so here's how it works. These fingers are going to be doing clusters, a 4-box of clusters. Okay. One hand is going to be doing 3 of the fingers, while the other hand is going to be doing 1 of the fingers positions. This is 4 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Upon the 4th move, there is an activation of these 2 fingers, the thumb and the pinky. That activation switches which finger on this hand is doing the 4th finger for the cluster box. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch hands. And of course, you can keep doing this as fast and as cleanly. Of course, this is not very clean. As fast or as slow as you want to do it. But each way it cycles through, you can obviously cycle the opposite direction too. And that is the step machine. Step machine is kind of hard. It's a lot of steps. That's why it's called step machine. It's a big old machine that activates into the next gearbox. Has a lot of steps to it. Appropriately named, if you ask me. So let's do that one a couple more times. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate. 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 Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate. And then obviously you can do this. You could do this just like that too. It's a good move to just train your hands in dexterity and split timing. So that is the step machine. All right, that's number 3. Number 4 is the crown column plus. Let's see if I remember this one straight without even looking at it. The crown column, you're going to start with this position again. You got thumbs and and pinkies touching, and you've got pointers and rings touching, and you've got your middle fingers just vibing up there, out there, doing its thing. You're going to connect those pinkies together so that they're not so lonely. And then you are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And actually, when you get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what you're going to do is pull these two fingers back. And in doing so, this finger is going to want to just come into a fingertip position. So with the bottom one, pull it back, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Crown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could always practice the splits as well so that they line up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you can even combo that with the ones from before. So there's transitions between all of these cap drills. If you see the connective tissue, drill the connective tissue. That's what's so fun about these things. So how are we doing out there? We got live ones. You guys live out there? What do we want to do? You want to see some more cap drills? Should I keep running through them, or do you want to see some light shows? We got obviously we got some song request capabilities going on here. But before you actually do that, I want to take this time and opportunity to point out something cool that I did. Finally. In the chat, you will now see a link to my Patreon. I finally set up a Patreon if you guys want to support me. If you've given me any money already, then this is better. This is better because what's happening here now is we've got the $1 a month dollar holler, which you'll get a shout out on each live stream that I do. There's the good things coming $3 tier, which gets you 4 song requests a month. So $3, the $3 tier gets you 4 free song requests every month. So that's a deal in and of itself. It'll also allow you to get some insight on the behind the scenes stuff. You'll be able to tell me what you want to see more of. Then there is the Plead the Fifth, which is a $5 level. It gets you 8 songs per month. It also gets you content requests and access to the content vault, which is something that is going to be an ongoing process. I am going to be uploading my hard drive's worth of content from my old gloving videos, old competitions, old stuff that may or may not be on my YouTube anymore so that it's visible. But that's at the $5 level. So that means you get 8 song requests a month. That's 2 per stream. You get access to the vault and you get voting power for what I'm going to be doing next. Attention Please, the $10 level. Attention Please has 15 song requests per month for my live streams. You get access to the content vault, of course. You get access to new YouTube content a week early. And then there is a content request priority, meaning anything you suggest, game stream suggestions, video ideas, all that stuff will be prioritized at the $10 level, the Attention Please level. Now we're getting into some pipe dreams. So if you want to tune out for this part, I understand. There is a $50 a month level. I'm sorry. It has unlimited song requests for the stream, as well as moderator privileges. Sorry, Bio. If you want to buy moderator privileges, Bio gets it anyways. He doesn't have to do the $50 level. I love you, buddy. I appreciate you. So the $50 level, you could buy moderator privileges for the stream. Obviously you have to behave yourself, otherwise, you know, I can kick you off. I still have control. But you have unlimited song requests for the stream, moderator level, you get early access to tutorial content, you get access to the content vault, and you get one-on-one consultations 15 minutes per month. So basically one 15-minute phone call with me per month at the $50 level, the Jest Star level. You'll also get a signed copy of my Mastering the Art of Gloving book. If you already have a copy, great. Now you'll have 2 copies and you can give one away. That's fine. So that $50 level includes fan requests, early access, digital commissions, meaning you get to contact me for the consultations, video tutorials and lessons, exclusive voting power, and you'll get behind the scenes stuff as well. And then the last level will be the GOAT, $100 level. Every previous perk plus bragging rights. This will also guarantee you to any free access to any event or workshop that I host in the future. So $100 a month will guarantee you, if I'm doing something live in your city, you can come for free. But other than that, yeah, that's my Patreon. It's brand new. If you want to support it, great. I love you. If you don't want to support it, that's fine too. I don't mind. I didn't have one, and I've been doing this for 3 years, so it really is not going to bother me if you don't support the Patreon. I'm going to keep doing the thing anyways. The way you made this pay to win. Listen, I had to come up with something that was like maybe worth $50 a month for the stream, and I was like, I don't know, man. But to be honest, Vio, I should be paying you to be a moderator. But listen, if someone else wants to pay me to be a moderator, that's fine too. Review a vid, not mod. I suppose I could do that. Yeah, I mean, it also really depends on the person. I could be convinced to take that off. So, welcome everybody. Welcome, Mr. Wicked. Thanks for sitting through that live stream pitch. That entire just talking shit big ups. Well, listen. I understand you have power and you don't want to give it up. That is a true Sith mentality. All right. Don't share the power. But yeah, if you are interested in doing song requests, consider doing the Patreon. At least the $1 level, I'll always give you 1 free song request a month as well. It doesn't say that on there, but I'm going to do it. I'll give you a shout out, so I might as well give you a song. But yeah, 3 songs or 4 songs for $3 is a pretty good deal, if you ask me. That gives you 1 per month, and that's only $3. Imagine that. 1 per stream, not 1 per month, 1 per stream, 1 per week is what I meant to say. But that's also if I don't start doing more live streams. So, let's do more. I got a light show, please, from Pika Pick. So let's do a light show. Let's play something for a few minutes, and then we'll go back to the cap drills. excited to see you set up Patreon. Thank you, Pika. I appreciate that. I'm really happy to finally have it ready to go. To be honest with you, I have been thinking about it. I've had a Patreon, like a private one, where I looked at other people's Patreons for years and years and years, and I was just like, I don't know if I should do it. And finally, I just fucking, it's time. It's time. Mr. Wicked says, I finally mustered up the courage to use cases for the duos. Closed duo skins from glow LEDs are gas. I will. Yeah, I mean, the cases, the LEDs, the glow LED stuff is just good in general. They have a lot of good equipment. I'm with it. The age is here. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate the support, even if you're just, you know, here for the stream and you're not gonna actually do the Patreon thing. I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. I appreciate you guys at least supporting the fact that I have. So, monetize unlisted content. Well played. Yeah, listen, I have a vault, all right? So, shit, if you want to see it, then fuck, maybe it's worth it to you. All right, let's do another cap drill. We did crown column. That means we're on to number 5, which is liquid applications. We're almost only 5 deep into this process. That's crazy. I have a pleasure vault. Would you like to see it? That's funny. I should make that meme. Now that I have a Patreon, I should definitely make that meme. Did you finally make a new set? I see new colors. Yeah, actually. Listen here, Mr. Wicked. You've been gone, all right? You've been away. Let me show you. That's you guys. That's you guys right there. See that right there? That's you guys. I don't know if you've seen lightshow.lol. Welcome to lightshow.lol. Lightshow.lol working. Yeah, that's valid. Listen, you can never be wrong for spending your life working, doing the grind, making money, providing for people. It's despite what other people say, it is still important. Lightshow.lol. If you're not familiar with this website, get familiar with the website. It's basically the Vortex editor as a web platform. It connects to the wired vortexes, and the wired vortexes can then beam the information over to the duos. So now you really have no excuse for not programming your lights. Like, there's no excuse. Pika says, your gloving is so fluid. It's super gorgeous. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I assume the pleasurable has the outtakes from the microlight pendulum video. No, it is not an OnlyFans. It's a Patreon, Dave. That's funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, the lightshow.lol is live. If you want to go check it out and play around with sets, you can look at it. If you have a vortex, it connects with the vortex. If you have duos, then get a vortex. Get yourself a vortex, and you've basically got yourself a hub and a transmitter. It's pretty cool. We were going to do cap drill number 5. Cap drill number 5. Cap drill number 5 was the liquid applications. This move right here. This is one of my favorite liquid flow sequences. It is very fluid. It's very comfy. It's a little counterintuitive at first, but once you get the hang of it and you understand the progression and the idea behind it, it flows. It connects. So what you're doing here There's a couple places you can start this, but there's a few moves that are being connected. There's this whip that's being connected to this move. So this whip is happening on both hands and it's being connected by this move right here. So that's one way of thinking about it, right? So you'll grab your wrist, you'll slide your fingertips out, you'll switch their places, you'll take the other hand and slide your fingertips in and grab that wrist. Out, flip, in. Out, flip, in. Out, flip, in. Once you get the hang of that, now you're going to start the whip at your pinky. When your palm is facing down, it's at the pinky. Start with the pinky, wrap your hands around. Start at the pinky, wrap your hands around. Once you get this pinky here back, once you get the fist closed, this hand is going to release to here. So you're going to wrap around your wrist. The same time this is happening, you're wrapping around your wrist so that this is here and you can follow to the other side. So it's like this. Fist, flat hand, flat hands, fist, flat hands. 1, 2, 1, 2. You're gonna have to oh, well, my bad. I do that sometimes. I click wrong buttons. But you guys can see yourself, so that's fun. Scene change. Thank you for pointing that out. So we're gonna go back to, we're gonna do that again. So fist down, grab your wrist, whip around, flat hands, fists in flat, grab the wrist, palm down, stretch out, flip, in, pinky, whip, follow, whip. Now remember, the key to remembering which side to start on is that which side of your hand is facing up. So either your palm is facing up or your back of your hand is facing up. If the palm is facing up, you start with the pointer finger and whip around so that your palm is facing down. If your palm is facing down, you start with the pinky and whip around so that your palm is facing up. Every time. Every single time on both hands. Palm down, start the pinky, whip around, follow, palm up, start the pointer, whip around, follow. Now we'll go backwards. Palm down, start the pinky, whip around, follow. Palm down, start at the pinky, follow. Palm up, start at the pointer. Palm up, start at the pointer. Whip around. Always works, every time. Simple and effective, gorgeous and fluid, all that good stuff. That is number 5, liquid applications. Number 6 is the infinity waves. This one is a very simple one. So the idea behind the infinity wave is just infinite finger rolls, right? So how this works is very simple. You start your finger roll and get used to doing this U-shaped parabola figure with your hands. All you're doing is you're fanning your hands, right? Flat hands, fanned hands. Pull your pointers down to the fingertip position and let your other fingers just naturally fall where they want to, because your hands are gonna wanna follow in line. If they don't want to follow in line, you're weird. But what the key is to keeping them the same distance away from each other in order to have a good fan. Connect those at the pinky. And that is your U-shaped parabola, or the first position. Now you're going to follow the fingers around, so that you're holding up something right here, and this other hand is in a fist. This other fisted hand is gonna pull the pointer out and put it next to the pointer finger. So it's gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Infinitely. Each time you place your hand with the pointer finger, as the other fingers are rolling down, they're switching places. Every time you get to where your pinky is the last finger, switch to the pointer. If you get to the place where your pointer is the last finger, or if your pinky is the last finger, switch to your pointer. If your pointer is the last finger, switch to your pinky. Every time. Of course, you can do that one upside down as well. You can put it on the top or the bottom. As soon as you get that fluid, you can start moving that around. Same concept in forward or backwards. It depends on which direction you're used to doing it, but it's the exact same motions on either side. Doesn't matter. If you're right-handed going left, if you're going left or going right, it doesn't matter. If you get to your pinky being the last finger, switch to your pointer on that hand. Get to your pointer as the last finger, switch to your pinky. Both hands. Sorry. That is the infinite finger wave. Infinity waves. Infinity waves are important. Learn those. If you don't know how to finger roll, you're losing. I'm sorry. Learn it. All right, pinky torture. It is time for pinky torture. I need to recap this one real quick. Yeah, I know what I'm doing with pinky torture. Pinky torture is torture. Daniel, you missed it. We announced our Patreon. You can go check out the tiers. It's very cool. All right, so pinky torture. There's 2 positions that you need to learn for pinky torture. You're going to put your hands in. Let's start with this. Normal tut position A and normal tut position B. Tut position B is the pinky up with the other fingers down. Tut position A is the pointer up with other fingers down. The next step is this. So what you're doing on A is you're putting your ring finger down. What you're doing on B is putting your middle finger down. The next step is flipping your pointer finger out so that we've got this nice display here, and taking your other hand, lining it up with the gap, right? Don't hurt. What did I just walk in on? Don't hurt my pinkies. We're doing pinky torture, bro. Get on my level. No, we're going through all my cap drills, and we're gonna decide if I should make more. So we've got 18 already. We're on 7 right now. So this is the position, right? 1, 2, 3. That's your position. That's your starting position. Then the goal here is on this hand, hand B, to crunch your pinky and your thumb at the same time. Crunch, 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 crunch. So digit down, flatten, digit down, up. At the same time you're doing that on the top hand, you're doing something similar on the bottom hand with your pointer finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how we do the switch. This is how we do the switch. Mirror, invert. Mirror, invert. It's like a whip-like motion. But when you mirror, when you switch to mirror, you're literally just flattening your hand and then pulling your middle finger down. Because as soon as you pull your middle finger down, these two are going to want to come with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still is torture. To this day, this is pinky torture for me. You're going to feel it right here. You're going to feel it right here. You're probably going to feel it other places too, because that's where I feel it. And my hands are dexterous, I guess you would say. One, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wiggle. Now would be a good time to ask if anyone actually did the Patreon already. If you did and you have a song request, let me know. That would be super cool. If you didn't, that's fine too. We still are doing song requests there and there. Still an option. Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing cap drills. The next one is the macro scale.
Hello, Internet. It's
The macro scale. The macro scale. Ah, yes, I remember the macro scale. The macro scale is tuts. So, of course, I'm wearing black so you can't see what the fuck I'm doing. A little better. We're going to skip the macro tuts because it's harder to see and it's a little bigger. If you want to go watch the macro tuts, go watch cap drill number 8. Let's do the anti-backwards machine. I don't remember this one either. This is the problem when you have so many combos and tricks. Oh, I remember this one. Okay. Anti-backwards machine. Macro with sabers. Oh, okay. That. He said macro with sabers. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top. 2, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 4. It's mostly this, which is really cool because it's like a defensive grid formation. So I'm glad you mentioned that because really a lot of these flow techniques will transfer. If you learn one type of flow, similarities and patterns will transfer to other types of flow. And that grid formation, which is what you're doing with lightsabers, is the same for tutting. So macros with saber. I'm glad you made me do that. Back to the anti-backwards machine. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your peace fingers, make these tutting positions with these two fingers down, these two fingers down, and these two, your middle fingers out, your pointer fingers up. Now, for the anti-backwards machine, you are going to be moving different fingers on opposite hands simultaneously. So for example, when your pointer finger moves, your ring finger moves. When your ring finger moves, your pointer finger moves. When your thumb moves, your pinky moves. And when your pinky moves, your thumb moves. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn this back down. Let's see better. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is actually one of the easier ones. Really good to start with for digits and dials. Because if you can do this and train yourself to move different fingers at the same time relatively quickly, you'll be able to start comboing some of those other things a little bit better as well. So that is called the anti-backwards machine. Of course, you can do it backwards. You would imagine that. So how would I do this then? One, two. No, it would have to be like this. It would have to be like this. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess. Backwards is a little weird for the anti-backwards machine. Backwards is forwards, I guess. Backwards, anti-backwards makes it forwards. Is that how that works? All right. Number 11. No, number 10. That was number 9. Anti-backwards is number 9. Number 10 is the pluster. Wow, I really made that long ago. Crazy. All right, so the pluster, for those of you who are not familiar, is the natural evolution of the anti-backwards machine, sticking your pinkies up and perspectivizing where your hand is. Because if you look at this as a middle and these two as extenders, that is a plus shape. And if you close the gap, that shape is much clearer. Plus. So the way the pluster works is you're going to start with a closed side and either flat or up. I'm going to choose flat for now. And you're going to choose an open side. The difference between an open and a closed side is, well, this is two closed sides. This is one closed side. This is one closed side. So you're going to have each hand having a closed side that is opposite the other hand. So here's how you do that. On one hand, put your thumb and your pinky together with your middle finger. On the other hand, put your pointer finger and your ring finger finger stacked on top of the middle finger. Then you're going to take whichever direction, line them up so that it makes sense, right? Either like this, like this, like this, like this, something like that, right? Then you're going to close that gap open the other gap. Open or close, open. Open, close. Open, open, close, close. Open, open. Open, open. So what you'll want to get used to doing is opening and closing these independent of each other, right? Like kind of same, but different same. Because you could do it like this, right? But then you're just doing the same thing over and over again with both hands. If you train it where one is open like this and the other is open like this, and you're closing and opening that gap, what you're doing is you're drilling different sequences or split timing on the same sequence, I should say. You're all doing split time, right? Now, if you can open and close in the same motion, you're going to want to add a 90-degree rotation to fall over. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. That's how the pluster works. Open, close. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you guys hear the music at all, or is there just nothing playing for you? How about now? That should be better. Yeah, I had to turn a lot of things down before, so hopefully you can hear me now. But let me know if the mixing is bad. Just let me know what I should do. Voice up or music down. Cluster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cluster is important. Learn the cluster. Next is the Vulcan liquid. Vulcan liquid. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the Spock hands. You've got live long and prospers going on both hands. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one of your Spock hands and turn it into a tut. Your bottom 2 fingers are gonna go flat. Your top 2 fingers are gonna go hook. All right. Spock hand, hook hand. Make a triangle. These 2 fingers are connected in spirit. These 2 fingers are connected in spirit. But connect that triangle. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's so cool about each one of these movements, I challenged one of you, some of you, If you think you have one of these movements down, use it for the first half of a light show and then cleanly transition out of it at the drop and tag me in that video. That's your challenge. I'll give you something if you can do it. If you can do it to my standards, I'll give you something. But yeah, you gotta use the technique for the beginning of the song as much as you can. Run through as many variations of it as you can. And this goes for any one of these cap drills. It doesn't have to be the one I'm doing right now. I'm just using this as an example. Run through the variations and then hit a transition out of it at the drop. If you can do that, challenge, you win the challenge. Tag me if you can do that. But yeah, that's Vulcan liquid, Spock liquid, if you will. So you make the Spock hands, hook hand on one, complete the illusion, complete the triangle, and then as you pull these fingers down here, these fingertips follow. Because as I said before, these two are connected in spirit, these two are connected in spirit. You can either do this on the back side or the front side. There's so many variations to Spock liquid. So far, tell me your guys' favorite cap drill thus far. All right, the Step Machine 2 Electric Flipperoo. You guys are not ready for this one. Clusters is Vio's favorite. Clusters is my favorite too. Clusters are the coolest. There's so much to be done with clusters. Clusters are the unexplored territory, if you ask me. All right, Step Machine 2 Electric Flipperoo. Make twos, make peace hands, connect them. Put your pinkies up and connect these two fingers. Now what you're gonna, actually your thumbs don't have to be involved. Your thumbs, stick your thumbs out, connect your thumbs. Connect pointers, connect thumbs. Put your middle fingers up, put your pinkies up, ring fingers down. Walk your ring finger over to your pointer. And then walk your pointer over to your middle. Just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 2 is going to be pulling your middle finger down and digiting these two at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over and over again. Now here's where the flipperoo part comes in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what the hell did I just do there? This is important. Pull the middle finger through. Flip your hands over. Flip them to here. From here to here. Now, this is the weird part. This hand is going to go from here to here. From here to here. This thumb is going to go right in the crotch. And at the very end of all of this, it looks like this. This one's hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I think there's a reason this one isn't very popular. This is hard. This one hurts my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of variations to this one, that's for sure. That's the Step Machine 2 Electric Flipperoo. That one hurts my hands to this day. To this day. To this day. All right. Number 13 is the split macro, which is the same thing I did earlier, except split. I'm not going to go into too much depth on that one. The next one is underwaves. Underwaves. Underwaves are good. Underwaves are fun. So what you're going to do is you're going to go starting with your hands apart like this. And then connect them together like a box. So your thumbs are connected and then your hands are 90 degrees. So it's like a box, but it's diamond shaped, I guess. Now, here's the key. Here's the fun part. Get used to what you're gonna do is it's like if your thumb is isolated here, your fingers are gonna close and push back. Close and push back. Close and push back. Close and push back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's actually 1, right? So you're gonna come back here and then lay here. 1. And then when you get here, so close, push back, lay on top of the thumb. Pointers, push down, under, grab the thumb. Grab the thumb, rotate around, flippy. Again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Underwaves. Underwaves are fun. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, flippy. Ooh, flippy. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next, after underwaves, we have digital railroads. All right, so if you're familiar with railroads, railroads are figure eights, right? So a figure eight looks like this, or actually a figure eight, an old figure eight looks like this. But if you extrapolate this motion, you can do it a lot cleaner, right? This is called a wonton figure eight, right? A wonton figure eight is a figure eight, but instead of completing the figure 8 in a same loop pattern, it reverses direction each time by continuing the same direction. So how that works: out, in, rotate, out, in, rotate, out, in, rotate, out, in. That wrist rotation around each other, that orbit around each other, keeps them from having to flip, if that makes sense. So now where the digital comes in is, obviously, since you can do this, none of the fingers are doing anything. So they should be doing things, right? So you'll either do this combination, this combination, this combination, this combination, or this combination, right? So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to want to do this and switch between each other as fast as possible. And of course, any digital combination that you can come up with, you can do with railroads, which is why they're called digital railroads, right? So yeah, digital railroads, doing wonton figure 8s while cycling between digit poses, sometimes mirroring, sometimes staggering, creates for different illusions. That is the digital railroad. Next is vexing tunnels. Number 16 is vexing tunnels. So we got, are we alive out there? How are you guys doing? You guys still handling all this? Do you think you have forgotten more moves or created more moves? I will say I've forgotten more moves than most people have created, which sounds arrogant, but it's absolutely facts. I will stand behind it. Find me someone who's made me more moves, and I will show you. Point to me someone who's made up more moves in gloving, and I will point to either a CC member or Puppet as your example. That's it. Those are the only two people. Like, that's it. But we were gonna do vexing tunnels. Vexing tunnels, named after Vex, because Vex is one of those CC members who has probably made up more moves than I have. I've stolen a handful of moves from Vex, no shame. Vexing tunnels. The way vexing tunnels works is you're gonna have your wrists crossed like it's in a figure 8 position, but instead you're gonna have it in a grid locked figure 8 position, meaning you're gonna be square 90 degrees, and you're gonna be set up so that one of these hands, so that the top hand can do a tunnel whip thing, right? So here's how it looks. Vexing tunnels. Whip, 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 whip. So you're gonna hold your hand up above this arm. You're gonna start with your pinky and whip down over, connected at that wrist position that I just mentioned. Whipping down. When you get to the infinity wave, why am I confusing myself? That's where it is. So once you hit this infinity wave, this hand is going to stop moving through space. One hand is going to move through space, right? When you get to the infinity wave, that hand's going to stop moving through space and transfer that momentum to the other hand through the use of an infinity wave. So you'll go whip, momentum shift, and then that crawls over. Crawls over. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And the more you exaggerate the top hand, the more like Vex you'll end up looking, right? That's how he does it. So, over the top, whip, transfer momentum, over the top. Over the top, whip, transfer momentum, over the top. Over the top, whip, transfer momentum. And it's like a vexing tunnel. It really does. It really does look good. It's one of my favorite things that he ever did. And the cool thing about vexing tunnels is they can go straight into another move that he does. I think I have that. I think that's the next one, actually. Vexing tunnels. No, it's not. But the vexing tut, or the Vexbox 360. The next one that actually I had this posted somewhere. I don't know where it ended up, but the Vexbox 360, right? That's where you do the vexing tunnel to here, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. There's the 360. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right into vexing tunnels. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These names. The Vexbox 360 is one of my favorites, if I may say so myself. I named that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the reason why it's called the Vexbox is because this was his move right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He would do this push move where he would finger roll along this plane like they were connected. But then he also did a thing where he like Vex was too good at gloving, bro. I don't know what happened to the guy. Hope he's doing alright. So that's the Vexbox 360. That one's unlisted. Next is the digit scales. Digit scales. So what you'll want to do is make a fist on one hand and a flat hand on the other. And you're going to want to get used to these 4 positions. Flat, hook, tut, flat, hook, duck, whack, flat, hook, duck, fist. Flat, hook, duck, fist. Flat, hook, duck, fist. Get used to doing them split timed. Flat and fist, duck and hook, hook and duck, flat and fist. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get used to doing that. When you get the hang of each position, start leaving one finger behind. Leaving one finger behind. So, leaving the pinky behind in flat while I do hook. Leaving the ring finger behind in hook while I go to duck. Leaving the middle finger in duck while I go to fist. Ends up in a digit scale. That's what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll notice you can do it pinky up or pointer up. And obviously you can figure out different ways to scale your way through all of these finger positions as well, knowing that flat, hook, duck, fist exist for each finger. Training each finger starts with training the scales. Flat, hook, duck, fist. And then starting to do split timing on both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trump's scales are nutty. Trump does a modified digit scale where he leaves one of his fingers out. So he does a cheater scale, as most Trumps do. Got him. Love you, Andrew. Radical. Need to learn these. Yes, you do. Absolutely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Learn how to do split timing and spliced scales. It is the best thing for your fingers. That was number 17. Number 18, and the last one on this list for tonight, is the continuity cage. I think this is Dave's favorite. I'm pretty sure this is Dave's favorite. The continuity cage works like this. You're gonna make a strobe cage, right? So you're gonna connect all your fingers by their sides, thumbs included, strobe cage. Then you're gonna take your thumbs out of the equation, actually. And with your pointer finger, you're going to either go forwards in front or behind in back, but either side, you're gonna kick that other finger out into the next position. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is not easy. I wish it was easy. It looks like it should be easy. It's not easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So essentially what you're doing is this position, this position, this position, flat, this position, this position, this position, flat. On both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then if you get real good at it on both sides, you can do both at the same time and it looks like a jumbled mess. Looks like an absolute jumbled mess when you do them both at the same time. Continuity cage is one of my favorite moves too. It's one of my original creations, one of my first original moves that I came up with. It's been in my repertoire for a long time. It actually came about from this move. Maybe I'll add this one to the list. I haven't done this move in a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still got a couple up my sleeves. A couple moves I haven't added to the list. So what do you guys think? Should we see more Should we see more cap drills in the future? Should I pause some lightsaber videos and post some cap drills? We'll have to see. Definitely not pausing any lightsaber videos, so stay tuned for more of that. I posted a tutorial on the Matrix recently. I posted a fight choreography scene. I got some more content coming for May the 4th, so tune in for the May the 4th content because that would be really cool. But also go check out the Patreon for next month or for next week if you want to be getting some song requests for the month. So again, that's Patreon. Oh, I'm gonna drop it in the chat again. Ba-boom. Patreon. So go support the Patreon if you are interested in that kind of thing, and I appreciate you guys watching the stream for free, even if you don't support the Patreon. Tune in. If I'm not exhausted on Sunday, I'm gonna stream some video games. Tune in for sure on Tuesday for some video games, as well as some lightsaber content, and then next Thursday as well for more Gloving Light Show content. I think then go back to Jest versus Rhapsody, then ask yourself what illusion looks like. Maybe for next week we can go and revisit some old stuff. That would be fun. But yeah, I will be adding some content to the vault this week, so if you're interested, go check that out. My brain hurts. Thank you for all the wiggles. Thanks for being here, Dave. All the as usual, the first one in here and the last one out. You are the man. Thank you all for being here as well. This was a little bit longer of a stream. I'm gonna try to go a little bit longer. I used to do 2 hours. I stopped doing 2 hours and started doing 1 hour. Maybe we can get back to that. But I would really appreciate it if you guys tuned in on some of the other days, stream days too. So thanks again for watching, and always remember, it is way better to be weird than it is to be boring.